Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. We are still in Nagataka, in the Gullets to be exact, and our next destination would be, well, next area of Nagataka. So let's see about that. Let's be a bit faster. Alright. We are not able to go to Periki's Overlook or to the Brass Citadel. No, actually, we could go to the Brass Citadel, we just can't go to the Periki's Overlook or Serpent's Crown. And since we need to go to the Sacred Stay anyway, I would like to go to the Brass Citadel first, to see if we can get some, some new quests, basically. 47 minutes. 57 minutes, sorry. Alright. The Brass Citadel. Nice that they have like this introduction thing here, because I can't remember that they had that in the previous parts. Okay, we have Imperial Command, Officers Lounge, Gunsmithy, Docks, Fleet Master's Office, Secret Stair, and Powder House. Well then.
Halt! What is your business at the Brass Citadel?
I'm just looking around.
You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth.
His mouth quirks in a grin.
The Grand Secretary at Sura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs.
He points to the steps.
Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right.
Okay, is he in charge around here?
Hazanui Karu is the ultimate authority in the Brass Citadel.
He crosses his arms over his chest and salutes.
But she must endure the sops at the palace.
He rolls his eyes.
When she returns, I'm sure she will grant you an audience. For now, Atsura Nui speaks with her voice.
Alright.
Leave. No Valian spy is coming through on my watch.
I'm a merchant. I have business inside.
You want to see our walls, our cannons, our powder house. You must think I'm an idiot.
Ak, you got one thing right.
Yes. Okay, this is just, well, let me try. It might be that we just get out here. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it was as I predicted. What do we have here?
Give me a real challenge.
The cannon looks recently polished.
Green islands and blue skies.
The locals don't know how good they have it.
Why does your Ronga carve his name into a rock?
The Ronga Nui, and it's a commemoration
Oh,
to show what he built.
same voice as Theos.
Then did your Raparo also write their names on other stones?
For the glory of Rata and the strength of the Ranganui, 2818 AI. Alright. No, we can't take that because our supplies are already
sent us north to the
complete.
shores of Railtide, till our 5 ships bore us out to Deadfire once again.
Lord College Shanta, let's talk to him.
Fought to victory, Railtide, triumph over your foes. Storm shall never bend your backs, nor battles break your swords.
Alright, nothing more to say apparently. Well then, let's go back. Officer's Lounge is there, so that's probably where we need to go, but let me go here first. Oh, sorry, my nose is a bit full again, as actually always in the morning, I don't know why. Let's go to Uto's Gunsmithy after we've seen this cannon here. The metal is as smooth as marble and polished to a shine. Uto's Gunsmithy. Alright, there's Uto. Obviously we can't take anything from here. The scrolls are filled with meticulous diagrams of rifles and pistols. Well then, let's talk to him. The man greets you with arms crossed over his chest. He has a massive scar tissue where his left eye would be, and his hands are knotted with bulging tendons.
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rauatai makes the finest guns in Aora, and I make the finest guns in Rauatai.
What makes your gun so special?
Craftsmanship.
He holds out his knotted hands, keeping them entirely still as he speaks to you. They're covered in small burns and scars that blur the varied pigmentation of his skin.
If you ask my superiors at Imperial Command, they'll tell you our main exports are saltpeter and metal. Those are just things. They're prized because of what we do with them.
He reaches under the counter and presents a blunderbuss, holding it out for your inspection with his ever-steady hands. It's a high-quality piece.
Rauataian industry is about discipline, precision, mastery of a careful art. Those qualities guide all that we build.
He puts the blunderbuss away. Well, let me see what you have. Is that the blunderbuss he had? No, that's an arquebus. I am, however, more intent to buy pistols if you have them. Good pistols, and not just fine, but rather, well, special pistols. But it doesn't look like he has them. Scordio's trophy, though he has one pistol that is special, but way too expensive for what what I can pay him. Scoring hits with this weapon grants a stacking -5 recovery time with melee weapons for 30 seconds. Well, I'm not using melee weapons, so who cares? Or is that going to be for the opponent? That may be as well, I don't know. Crit damage plus 15%, superb damage, accuracy, penetration, that is quite nice, but the crit damage is lower. But if I have a critical shot, then the crit damage is higher. What is this? I don't get it. Isn't that like balancing itself out to 0? Because I don't really get it. Or does it only mean that the opening shot has more damage? I don't get it there. You could enchant it? Okay, not that I'm going to. Okay, this is something I can look forward to buy. But at the moment, I don't think we'll get... I don't think we'll get ever near. At least not in the next few hours to this amount of money. We're not even getting to 1,000, right? Yeah. Not even 1,000. We have here a laughing imp cameo. Okay, book, dog, cat. Right, we are 888, yeah. Like I said, nowhere near as close as to 14,000 as possible. Yeah, no, we still need more than 10,000 to get there. At least we have a lot from the other things. The only thing missing is medicine, although I don't know exactly where to buy this. The morale is nice. Supply food, water, and everything is actually good here. Alright, I guess we can leave. Alright. Let's go on. Harshlands forge strong people, no? Yeah, you could say that. We've been in the Deerwood, we know that. I probably can't take anything from it. Yep, can't. A Forsaken Cat, I could take this one, yeah. Let me grab this Forsaken Cat. Ajax is the name of this cat. Plus 20 health percent restored per kill, grants per pet party wide effect. Yeah, I keep my perception cat for the moment though. Or a house guard? We were not able to get inside of there. I can try though.
Watch and learn. I'm sorry, but this area is strictly off limits.
I thought so. The young guard draws himself up to his full height, crossing his arms. And what is this place?
Private property of the Royal Deadfire Company, that's what.
He eyes you warily. Alright, let's leave. Faithful even in death. I'm not going inside of there now.
With sails unfurled and sword held high, to battle for glory and Rauatai.
Faithfully done, Emiani. Report to Wakoyo Nui when your hands and your temper have healed.
Temper.
That's the last time
Let's
I
talk to
ship
her.
out with some soft-handed runt.
Oh, there's an Olin peddler. Let me talk to the peddler first, because that looks like a merchant.
I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out.
Why are you working at a Rowattan outpost?
Because I'm from Rawatai. Or, to be more specific, my ancestral home's been part of the Empire for decades. Few generations now.
How did your homeland become part of Rowattai?
The usual way, I guess. Their soldiers beat ours.
She shrugs. Doesn't that bother you? She glances around to see if anyone is in earshot.
I guess it used to. When I was younger, I grew up hearing stories of the time before from my grandparents. But they were children themselves when Rawatai took over.
She frowns at you thoughtfully.
Some wax romantic about the old days. Anyways, I'm just trying to make a living. That's why I'm here, after all.
What's it like living under Rowattan rule?
I don't know. I never known anything else.
Okay.
We've got the Rawataians' fancy new irrigation canals now, and the roads have gotten better. The ones leading into Takoa, anyhow.
She pauses, lost in thought, and smirks.
Funny thing is, the further you go on them, the nicer everything gets, and the more it all looks like this.
She nods at the stone walls and towers. Alright, let's get back to business.
That's a better subject.
She smiles carefully. Let's see what you've got for sale.
Take a look.
Gauntlets of Ogre Mites, +2 mites, Ring of Greater Regeneration, +3 health restore per 6 seconds. Holy hell, this is something I'd like to have as well. Charm of Bones, grants Call the Restless, Intellect Accuracy, charges remaining. Okay, the Ring of Greater Regeneration is something I would like to have. I should probably write it down, because I'll probably forget about the fact that they have it here. Well, no, I'm not gonna sell these. Okay then. We'll come back for it. Imani, hello.
Come to gawk, too? My punishment's over, you know.
She looks away and crosses her arms carefully to hide her burnt hands. Why were you holding a red-hot cannonball? She glances back at you, a look of defiance in her eye.
I punched my captain.
Okay. It's as if the mere mention of the incident takes her back to it. Her face darkens with anger, and a bitter snarl transforms her features.
Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore.
She shakes her head quietly, stewing. Okay, what are you going to do now?
I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better.
She grins impishly. Well, I have a ship if you want to come.
Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer.
It's like I said, I could use an experienced cannoneer on my crew. She looks you up and down considering your offer.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you're capable, but I don't know enough about you. Yet.
Her eyebrow quirks up in hopeful suggestion.
Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
Okay, I hope I won't forget her either. Oh well. Officer's Lounge, Fleetmaster's office. I think I need to go to the Officer's Lounge. It could be the Fleetmaster's office though, let me see. Alright. Wakoyo's office. Fleetmaster Wakoyo. Hello, Wakoyo.
Clear skies, my friend.
Wakoyo crosses his arms and tips his head to the side. A long scar traces a path down his face, curving sharply where his cheek rises with a smile. Diego, Captain of the Defiant, at your service.
I know of you already, Captain. The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Rawatai finds itself in need of a privateer.
His brow rises as he speaks the word.
Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
Are you afraid that privateering will start a war?
An official reckoning is drafted to account for every cannonball shot in the name of Rawatai. Our paperwork is most thorough. For every ship sunk, there is a legal justification. Our enemies will know the war is started on the day we fail to turn in our paperwork.
I see. Well, what bounties do you have available?
A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
Makoyo grimaces and itches at his scar. Okay, seems like we have another bounty quest here. Well, I'll take the bounty.
Most excellent. A Scylla commands the Voyager River Dragon, which pesters a group of islands to the southwest of Port Mage.
Before I go, I had some questions.
Ask away, my privateer. I would not have you take to the water uninformed.
Makoyo needs a plant, and needs nuts and plants his hands on his hips. No, actually that's everything. Okay, we can't enter this, that's not a big deal. What is this here? An inscription reads, "That which grows is strengthened by coral mace and torque." Alright. Alright.
When I was little, me and my brothers used to spend hours chasing each other through the Merkberry fields. Don't think a day went by I didn't have a skinned knee or a bleeding elbow.
Oh, we did that sometimes. Only my brother usually had a hand in the bleeding.
He older or younger than you? Either way, I bet he's just as strapping.
Older. Was older. Then Raid Sarah's invaded.
Oh, of course, that's gone, but I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. Okay. Bounty Biakara for the Valiant Trading Company, for the Red Royal Deadfire Company. Oh, I see. So the different parties have different bounty quests. Okay, the Principe, this is not a bounty quest, but no. And this is just a normal bounty task, I see. Well, we'll see about what we can do here. Okay, this is something we're doing as soon as we're out of here for sure. Still need to look around though. I need to go to the officers' lounge, as far as I remember. Or to Imperial Command. Let me go down first to the officers' lounge. Alright, launch server, officer.
Meet her eye when you've got bad
guard,
news. She respects that.
And someone else, yeah.
I don't think she likes me.
Cargo
I spent most
manifesto,
of my career escorting
saltpeter,
foreign
received
ships.
from Moata and raw
Many
food
have.
stuff.
She's got nothing against scramble routes.
Ship back.
But don't stare at her hand.
Alright, let's talk to the launch server.
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, alright? I just serve the drinks.
He holds up his hands with the exhausted resignation of a man who's made his case many times. What's this about Hazatoa?
Some of the soldiers and sailors get to making unwise bets when they play.
He rolls his eyes.
Like I said, I keep out of it. None of the regulars are looking for new opponents, though, if that's what you're asking. All the better for you, trust me.
Why do you work for the Royal Deadfire Company?
They always pay on time. They're run by the Ranganui, so they should, right?
He grins.
Also, I'm from a town near Takoa. Rautai's full of all kinds of kith, not just Amawa.
Yeah.
But the Amawa have a long history at sea. They make up a lot of sailors and soldiers, including most of the ones that ended up here.
He nods it vaguely at the bar. I'd like to order something.
Sorry, I'm really only supposed to sell to captains working for the Royal Deadfire Company.
He taps a sign near the bar. Well, I'm a privateer working for the Royal Deadfire Company. Does that not count? Apparently not. Well then. Alright.
I heard you and Isilmir again.
Pirate
Wish
friend?
you would stop encouraging
Sarafen,
her.
you mean?
Real sorry, Aloth. We'll keep it down. You think I care about your childish jokes? What bothers me is how she dog-ears my grimoire. And you keep bringing her out.
Just looking to lighten the mood, I guess.
Huh. Yeah, I know. Eilaf is still not really content with having someone inside of him, even though he accepts her a bit since the first game. Let's see, this man has a name, Kuaro Artisan.
For what do you squawk and gloat over a heap of stones? Akira, you Rautaians are strange cousins indeed.
A well-dressed Huana woman shakes her head at a Rauyatan man. The tone of their debate is spirited but not unfriendly.
The brass Citadel is a marvel of modern engineering. With the gates barred and the cannons primed, it can withstand any attack and weather any storm.
It is one of friend's turn to regard you.
Surely you can see what a fine stronghold this is.
It's an excellent fort, sturdy and built to last.
I'm sure someone once said the same about the ancient places in Deadfire, before storms and volcanoes made ruins of them.
We transformed a rocky cove into the best defended harbor in Nekataka. Such achievements must be celebrated.
This rocky cove was once a prized fishing spot for the Riparu. These Rowatayans act as if every bare islet is merely awaiting a fort or a farm. They cannot look at anything without planning to change it.
To strive is to survive. Those who would achieve greatness must make the world a better, more ordered place than they found it.
Why change the world when you can learn to live in it the way it is? This is what my people have done for thousands of years.
Let me see. And sneezing while I'm at it. Of course it's noble. We should ask what provides the greatest benefit, a fishing spot or a harbor.
Must we sacrifice the needs of the few to the whims of the many, then?
She spreads her hands to you in question, but she isn't angry.
Akira, nothing invigorates like a good discussion. Thank you for indulging us.
She grins. With that, they turn from you and resume the discussion. Alright. What does this say? For the glory of Arata and the strength of the Ranganui. Oh yeah, we already had that. Let's go to the command. Alright, we have a sparring room, Hazanui Kauro's office, quartermaster, stairs down, okay. The air around the coral thrums with life-sustaining magic, alright. We'll go around here first. For our Citadel, this must be the balcony. Yeah, there's an orphan dog, okay. His name is Pes. 10% damage with melee attacks grants pet party-wide effect, okay. Pes, it's almost like pièce, the Polish word for dog. Imperial command lower? Alright. Yeah, my pirate friend, you're talking about Seraphin. I know.
Did you see those awful verses by the kitchen?
They weren't that bad.
We have a jail here.
Rhyming Hazanui with Kablooey?
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
Guards, jailer, alright.
Me neither. That's why I leave epics to the lore college.
Criticism is easier than creation.
Footstains tally sheets tucked beneath this battlefield model suggest it's been used for recreational purposes. Can we go inside of here to talk to Atsura? Yes. A plaque below the coral reads, "As we shape coral, so shall we shape nations. In victory, Yoranganui." Atsura. The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and a perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age, though the crinkles at the corners of his eyes suggest he is not especially young. He cocks his head, taking your measure. He pauses before speaking, just a little longer than seems normal. When he finally does, he seizes you by the shoulders and wraps you in an abrupt but warm embrace. The gesture is so sudden and over so quickly that when he steps back and resumes his politely professional manner, it's almost as if it never happened.
Watcher Nui, the Lord of Kadnua.
He gives you a sleek half smile that reveals a row of perfect pointed teeth. Inside 3, in his careful stare and the pause before he speaks, you recognize that he's studying you.
I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
This is the part where you can tell me what I can do for the Royal Deadfire Company, right?
You are most canny. But I think we can do plenty for each other.
His eyes shine with interest. He blinks, perhaps for the first time since your conversation began.
Rauatai has long maintained trade interests in the region.
He gives you that unusually placid smile again.
While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
He spreads his hands wide to include his rather plain dim office. Do those interests include luminous Adra?
That is a Valian frivolity.
Huh.
Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Aora, and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit.
A ripple of distaste passes over his features. And what would you do with it?
Nothing. We know too little about luminous Adra to understand the consequences of ripping it out.
He pauses and considers you.
Perhaps you can help me keep them from doing more harm.
I don't want to pick a fight with the Valians for you.
It's not about what the Valians are doing to us, but rather to all of the Deadfire.
Concern tugs at his lips.
The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy.
He puckers his lips as though at a lack of discretion at a dinner party.
Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Juana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement.
He inclines his head like he's about to let you in on a secret.
But you can curtail their growth.
Insight 2. This isn't about the welfare of the Deadfire, this is about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive.
He interlaces his long-welled manicured fingers.
The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the luminous Adra near Port Maje.
He appraises you again with those unblinking eyes.
If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians.
I'm not sure I want to do that.
This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
His eyebrows rise a degree, both a request and invitation. What's to say I don't tell the Valians about this?
For all their faults, they don't lack imagination. I'm confident they know of our intentions.
I thought you were concerned about disturbing luminous Adra.
Deeply.
He furrows his brow, frowning deeply. Abruptly, his expression clears.
But if a small sacrifice here will discourage the Valians from further ventures, then it is a worthwhile risk.
And why would I help you?
Because governors like Clario are a rare breed. Most of the Valian administrators care little for the well-being of the Juana. If the Valians claim Pococahara, it is the locals who will truly suffer.
Well, I don't want to, tell him, yes, I'll do it, so we'll see.
Deadfire is a tumultuous place. Consider the value of an ally with ships, cannons, and the backing of a great empire.
He gives you a soothing smile.
I do not have the precise location of Pococahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there.
He circles a small, out-of-the-way island on your map.
Now, what else can I do for you?
What exactly is the Brass Citadel? He hesitates, looking at you as if the answer is obvious.
It's a trading post, of course.
Your trading post has high walls, cannons, and guard towers?
Anything worth building is worth protecting.
You seem different from the rest of the Royal Deadfire Company.
How do you mean that?
His eyes are attentive and utterly expressionless. You're hard to read.
It comes from years of practice. It's the only way I've learned to beat Karanui at Hazatoa.
Alright, farewell. Let me end it on this note. I have to blow my nose, especially because it's getting out of hand, hopefully, and I think it might be hearable in my voice. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Until then, bye bye.